Brighten up those dark mornings. Wheeler, Ollie, and Lekter. Mornings at the cabin.
Mornings on the cabin, at the cabin. You know what? We're on the cabin this morning. It's Friday morning. We're on top of the cabin. We're in casual Friday wear. I'm in sweatpants. Ooh, sweatpants. Wheeler, Ollie, Lekter with you on your Friday morning. It's a chilly one, but not as chilly as it's been. It's about 6 degrees, but it is raining.
Yeah, I'm getting a little damp over here. Whose idea was this again?
It was my idea. I got coffee for everybody while we're on top of the cabin.
Hey.
I got you an Irish cream. That's what you said. You said you liked that, right?
I do.
Okay, good. And Ollie, as a 10-year-old boy, you get your hot chocolate.
That's fantastic. Mm-hmm. I'm still a little concerned about this practice of yours of setting a small log fire on the roof of the cabin.
Well, I think it's fine, especially if it's raining. I mean, it's not like it's gonna burn a hole through the roof. Put another log on that. Mornings at the cabin, Friday morning for you. This morning show brought to you by Boolesque. Coming up in just a couple of weeks. We're very close. Actually, yeah, like 2 weeks. October 17th and 18th and 19th at the top night. You can find it on Facebook or Instagram at Boolesque X1A. Got a couple guests coming in a little later on to talk about it. It is sold out, but just like with any other burlesque show around the city, keep an eye on their Facebook page. There will be probably some people who maybe can't make it, and we'll put those tickets out for sale. Promises to be a very cool show. If you've seen Scott's better half and her headshot for Boolesque, it's pretty phenomenal.
And you're in this as well, aren't you?
I am not. Nope.
You're not?
No, we're not.
Oh, you were?
I am, but I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
We'll talk about it later. We got plenty of show to talk about.
Well, I was teasing ahead to that.
Oh, quit teasing me. That's what burlesque is for. Or Boolesque, as it were.
The roof's on fire.
Mornings at the cabin, the podcast.
Mornings at the cabin, Wheeler, Ollie, and Lekter with you on your Friday morning. Lekter's got something up on the screen that I can't see, but Ollie can. What is it?
We were just talking about that, the whole Andrew Scheer dual citizenship thing.
Mm-hmm.
And Ollie was interested in what I was reading, so I scrolled up to show him the headline, and he rolled his eyes, and I was kind of like, yeah, right?
Yeah, this is where we're at.
I don't get why this is a big deal.
I don't get why it's a big deal either. The
only reason this is a big deal
Yes.
is that in the past, Andrew Scheer has made a big deal of other politicians who had dual.
Oh, that's right. Of course.
Foot
It was
and mouth.
like 10:30 at night when I saw those headlines, and I'm tired.
Okay.
But that makes sense. Absolutely, he has. He says he's going to renounce it, though.
So who?
Now that someone finally brought it up, he's like, "Well, you know what? You know what I'll do? I'll just renounce it."
So scroll up a second.
Scroll up. Okay.
Yeah, we're scrolling up.
There we go.
So
Scrolling up.
the headline says,
Scroll.
Andrew Scheer explains why he never mentioned his dual citizenship. Quote, no one ever asked. End quote.
What a jeez.
You know what? I like that answer. Yeah, you never asked.
But I mean, that's a reality here,
would
right?
be fine if you hadn't used it as a reason to
Exactly.
bash other people
Right.
in the past.
But this is where we're at. This is where we're at in Canadian elections now too. It's just a bunch of like, well, he did this. Well, he did this too. Well, he did this. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
But still,
Well,
there's
he
only
did this, but no one ever asked about it.
Because let's be clear,
only a couple parties are trying to take away human rights. So it's not really equal.
let's be clear, nobody really cares, right? We can all agree, if you've got dual citizenship,
Who cares?
who cares?
Yeah.
Right?
But you're right. If you use it as weaponry against somebody else, then it's like, hey, how come you're such a hypocritical dip poop?
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to now, off the top of your head, I don't know if you remember who was being criticized before for having dual citizenship.
It was the Governor General at the time.
Yes.
It was about 14, 15 years ago. Michel Jean.
Okay.
Miguel Jean. And
That was 15 years ago would have been Adrienne Clarkson, Michelle Jean. Yeah, about that. Yeah. She took
Okay.
over in 2004.
Okay,
yeah,
fair
because
enough.
she was France, and Canada.
And Andrew Scheer wrote a column at the time where he wrote to people, people are saying it's not a big deal that it's French-Canadian dual citizenship. How would you feel if it was U.S.-Canadian dual citizenship? Well,
What a
I don't get who would read
he's
that.
such a jagon. Like he's just they're all they're not all horrible, but the red and the blue right now, they're both terrible leaders.
The choice
they're
is
both
not,
terrible leaders.
The choice is not scintillating, is it?
No, it's not. And I mean, even if you want to vote for Jagmeet Singh, the NDP doesn't even have enough candidates to form a minority government. So would that literally be throwing your vote away?
I just don't get why anyone would negatively react to that in the first place. Like we were saying off the air before the show, presumably if you were to become Prime Minister of Canada, you're going to be dealing with a lot of foreign policy stuff. You're going to be going back and forth between the states and Canada.
Whoa.
Would it not just be convenient to have dual citizenship?
No. Whoa, easy. The PPC and the PCs have made it very clear they will not be dealing with foreigners. Okay, and that includes the U.S.
Yeah, close the border.
Yeah, that's right. Trudeau's only made this country better for criminals and terrorists and illegal immigrants, or so I read on a friggin' meme this morning. So what we're saying is he's going to renounce his U.S. citizenship.
Yeah,
he's saying
apparently.
that, you know what? Now that you found out, I'm going to stop spying for the U.S.
Maybe if like a few months from now we find out, hey, you never renounced your dual citizenship. It's like, well, you guys kind of forgot about it. And stopped asking,
I mean,
so,
no one ever actually asked me to renounce it. I just said I would.
Didn't seem like a big deal anymore. I don't know.
This is where we're at. This is where we're at. Two terrible leaders at the top of the pile, and the other, and the Greens and the NDPs are just like, hey, you can vote for us, guys, and everyone's like, yeah, all right.
Yeah,
we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
yeah.
We'll get to that. We're just going to watch this whole thing just kind of implode around the red and the blue. Oy. Well, we only got another few weeks before this federal election, so I'm sure you know what? I'm sure we'll get into important policy stuff pretty soon.
Probably.
It'd be nice to think so, wouldn't it?
Right. Yeah. You know what? Trudeau, also a dual citizen. He's Canadian, and he's Quebecois. So, there you go.
There are the letters of complaint.
There they are.
There are the pitchforks.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast. Hey, it was early. What do you want from us?
As you know, we've got a variety of different shows. We've got a country show with Sam Stewart.
Woo.
We've got that's Cabin Country. We've got Into the Bear Cave with Jay Bear, new music.
Out of the bear cave.
Sorry, pardon me.
Yeah,
Oh,
into the bear
I mean,
cave.
into
That's
get
the
in
bit
there.
before. That's the bit
Get in
before.
there.
That's when he
out
just
of the
comes
bear
into
cave.
the office.
My bad. Terrible.
When he
Fright.
comes out of the bear cave again, that's
right.
when the music comes.
There we go.
Yeah, there's no music when he goes in.
Oh, okay.
It's a very solemn occasion.
Yeah.
Just
Very complicated.
We all stand there and we watch him go in, and then it's like when they elect a new pope. You wait for the white smoke to come out of the bear cave. You're like, oh, he's found it. He's found new music. He's found it.
What's the white smoke, though?
Well, it's him burning smaller bears. I don't know.
Burning smaller bears. Oh, my goodness.
Jeez.
Oh, God, what a terrible bear the Jay Bear is.
Look,
He just
the music
burns
industry,
and eats smaller bears.
One bear to rule
when
them
you
all.
when you open up the music industry, inside is quite grisly, so to speak.
There's no joke about black bears at all. Anyway, Jay Bear, he's got that show. We've got Cabin Country. We've got Des Loreen show. So we've got the Des Stroh
Yeah,
show.
Des is back.
Yeah, he is back now that he. Yep. Anyway, we also have Dad Rock, hosted by Summer Dave.
Yeah.
Even though it's winter, coming up on winter, he's still Summer Dave.
Yeah.
And now you were a special guest on Dad Rock.
I was, yeah. Made my first special guest appearance on Dad Rock and possibly my last one.
Just say,
Yeah, I don't
been
know.
banned from Dad Rock.
Did you guys hear the show?
No.
So Dave he's got a now annual tradition because he's done it twice.
Yeah.
Where we do a Toronto Maple Leafs preview show. Dave is an unabashed Toronto Maple Leafs fan. He had the Jay Bear on as a special guest as well, who is also shameless Leafs fan. Myself, also just hopeless Leafs fan.
As he wears a Winnipeg Jets hoodie.
I'm a dual NHL citizen.
Are you going to renounce?
I will
Are
never.
you going to renounce? No.
In fairness, we have never asked him about
Never
it.
came
right.
up before now.
That's right.
Yeah, that's true. You guys just accepted it. But
Wrote
anyway.
a scathing letter, though, about the Governor General being a
right.
Flames fan and
right.
a Senators fan at the same time.
Yeah, I don't think so. No.
So how would you feel if that happened to you?
So we did a Toronto Maple Leafs preview show. Of course, the NHL season started on Wednesday. This was a day late, the airing of this show. But one of the things Dave wanted Jay Bear and I to do was come up with some new Toronto Maple Leafs goal celebration songs. I don't know if you know right now, but currently they have a very bizarre goal song, which is Hall & Oates' You Make My Dreams Come True.
Yes.
I love it. I think it's the most
great.
fun goal song ever. Just
But-
gets people dancing
You
after
make
a
my
goal.
dreams
Yeah.
come true.
It's not cliche, but it's fun.
But it is also, sadly, palpably false for decades.
No. Yeah.
Well, you see, our dreams have been lowered over the years. Ollie. We
I
don't
dream of only
No.
losing by 4.
That's right.
We're
No.
making-
Making your dreams come true is merely scoring a goal.
Yeah, after 50 years or so, winning a Stanley Cup is no longer the dream. It's just scoring a goal. All right, dream come true.
Well, this seems to be a trend, though, because St. Louis's big song was Gloria last year, right? Which is like, Gloria, Gloria, which is kind of like a middling pop song from the 70s.
Yeah.
Which is
kind
what
of
you
in
make,
the same vein.
Yeah, you make my dreams come true is the same kind of that in that regard. So, I mean, is that just kind of a trend? They're just kind of picking kind of semi-ironic songs to have as goal songs?
Could be. I mean, if the Maple Leafs fully follow that trend and win the Stanley Cup like the Blues did, I don't think anyone's going to complain. That would be lovely.
When did it start? Where does it end?
Oh, that I don't know.
See, the Blackhawks had that one song,
God.
but that gets in your head. Like that kind of stuff gets in your head.
does.
So if you're the opposing team and they score a few goals on you and the whole place goes mad, the Madhouse on Madison.
Yeah.
And then you hear...
It's the perfect kind of celebration song for a hockey game because it's the kind of song that even a drunk person can sing along to, like note for note. Yeah. It's pretty perfect.
Yeah.
But so Dave wanted us to come up with some alternative ideas for Toronto Maple Leaf goal songs, and so Jay Bear had some very classic ones like Led Zeppelin, the Immigrant Song, which would sound super cool, off a goal horn. Robert Plant just screaming into the mic. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. I thought I'd change it up though and go for something a little bit different. And for some reason, the thought of a little piano ballad after a goal horn.
I would
sounded
do
very
anything for love.
close,
but it won't
close,
do that.
close.
Pass.
But I went with a Canadian flavor, and probably your favorite Canadian artist there, Ollie.
Oh, please let it be.
Oh, it is. Oh, I picked Bryan Adams.
Ooh.
Everything I do it for you.
At what point at the song does it start, though? Because it can't start at the
Just
beginning.
right
Can't be
at the
like,
piano.
blum, blum,
Right
blum,
at the
blum,
piano
blum,
at the start.
blum, 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 blum,
Yeah,
blum.
absolutely.
No, you can't hear that.
Absolutely.
It's got to be something that everybody can sing along with.
I think, is this why you were banned?
You know what? Never mind singing along with. Maple Leafs score. Joe Bowen screaming, horn going.
Yep.
Piano ballad starts. People pull out their lighters, start waving them. How great is that?
This is worse than
4
tossing
minutes
rats
in, we
on
still
the ice.
haven't reached the chorus.
Yes, that's right.
Waiting.
It's a 7.5-minute song.
Players have been lined up at center ice for a while now.
I mean, you could just edit it so, like, on the beat after the piano ballad opening, there's no love like your love.
Goal scored by number 12.
Every nerve
And so I guess
John Tavares.
And so I guess Summer Dave's son Jack was listening to the show, and was particularly disgusted with my decision.
Wait, you were banned by Summer Dave's son?
I think he makes the decisions
What kind of
ultimately for Dad
dictatorship
Rock.
is it over there at Summer Dave Land?
Well, who else? Who better to make the decisions of a show called Dad Rock than the son of said dad?
Sounds like
Son of Dad.
Rock to me.
Yeah, well, so he didn't like that too much. So so Dave sent a message, and he's like, I think Jack may be imposing a ban on Lekter from Dad Rock. His exact words on this one were, "What is this? It's not even rock and roll. Is there even drums?"
Wow.
I was like, yeah,
This is
Not
barely.
even rock and roll.
That right
kid
there.
knows his stuff.
That right there is Canada's greatest rock export.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Figures
like,
don't lie.
kind of
It's
is.
by a distance.
Okay, yeah,
By a
okay, by
distance.
sales.
Yeah.
By
Yes.
sales, like
Yeah.
as in by a distance.
Neil Young.
From Celine Dion.
Neil Young.
Yeah, Neil Young.
Neil
Yeah,
Young.
Neil Young.
The
Oh, I don't know
band.
Bryan Adams, Neil Young, sales-wise.
Well,
I
no,
reckon that's-
I'm not talking about sales. I'm talking about quality music.
So I said to Dave, I was like, well, wait till he hears my second choice, which was Herman's Hermits. Can't you hear my heartbeat?
God.
Maple Leaf score! Do, 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 do. Woke up this morning feeling fine.
Had a
Hands up
little
his bed.
goalie on my mind.
So
I passed it over to you, and you shot it in the net. Do, 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 do.
So I didn't get Jack's final reaction on that one, but I can only imagine he was just face palming after that one.
Wow. Well done.
He did like my Captain Underpants joke though,
Very good.
for Austin Matthews. Yeah. So I think I redeemed myself a little there, but I'm still assuming that I'll be suspended for a little bit from Dead Rock, and fair enough.
Congratulations on making a child hate you.
Yeah.
Ugly Kid Joe. Oh, here's a son and dad song. Cats in the Cradle.
Aww.
Oh, here's a good Sally song.
Scenes from the cabin.
You need a glass?
Not at all.
Good for you. One more time, welcome to Ludlow. Hope your time here will be a happy one.
Jesus.
It's one main road, all right. You know that path your wife commented on? That road. And those Orenco trucks are the two main reasons it's there. Local kids keep the path nice because they use it. Every spring a bunch of them mows it, and they keep it nice all summer long.
Where does it lead?
Pet cemetery.
Pet cemetery.
That's that road. Use up a lot of animals, dogs and cats mostly.
My daughter's got a cat. Winston Churchill. We call him Church for short.
I get him fixed. Fixed cat don't tend to wander. It's all that time crossing back and forth out of that road. It's like a run out.
I'll take it under advisement.
Meanwhile, Doc, here's to your bones.
And yours.
Scenes from the cabin.
Know the movie? Submit your guest to mailbox at cabinradio.ca or send us a message on Facebook for your chance to win gift certificates to some awesome Yellowknife restaurants, including the Monkey Tree Pub and Steak Restaurant, the Woodyard Brewhouse and Eatery, Flavor Trader, Copperhouse Eatery and Lounge, or Javaroma. Listen to Cabin Radio every weekday to win, or download the Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
Go to Boolesque if you have a ticket. If you don't, it's already sold out. But if you look out on Facebook, especially on their Facebook page, you might find some people looking to not get rid of their tickets, but maybe they can't go and looking to sell those tickets because Boolesque 2019 is already sold out. 17th, 18th, and 19th at the top night. Check them out on Instagram at BoolesqueX1A. And we've got two producers and cast members from Boolesque in this morning. Say your names.
I'm Brianna.
I'm Sam.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us this morning to talk about this wonderful show that I am not involved in.
That's a lie.
That's a lie. So I'm actually pretty stoked to be a part of it. It's insane how busy everything is, and then you add something on top of that, and you're like, no, we'll figure it out. And it's just like every other day is just like, can you meet this time? No. Can you meet this time? No. Can we meet this time? Yes, for an hour. Okay, go. So it's been incredibly busy, but we're having a ton of fun, and I can't wait to get up there and do this. But tell us a little bit more about Boolesque. It started last year. This is the second year. So tell us about this year's show.
Yeah, so we're kind of going on we're kind of everything from campy to vampy, and everything in between is kind of what we've been telling people.
Oh, you worked on that, didn't you?
Yeah, you did.
Campy to vampy.
I'm just so witty sometimes.
It flowed naturally.
That's right.
Yeah, so it's our second year. We had a really good response last year. So this year we've decided to add a third show, which is super exciting. And we've had a really amazing turnout with cast. Yeah, Sam.
Yeah, the acts are insane this year. We upped the creep factor a little bit.
I have been added to the cast. So
Things
we've
are
upped
a little
the
weird
creep
this
factor.
year.
All the creep comes from Jesse.
That's right.
So as all the advertisements say, viewer discretion advised. There's going to be some gore, some scariness. It's Halloween, so expect a Halloween show.
Yes.
For sure.
So, I mean, how many acts do we have this year?
We're sitting at 20.
20 acts.
Wow.
All right. And they sold out, I mean, as almost every burlesque show in the city goes, within days, everything was sold out. First two nights sold out within a couple of days, and then Thursday kind of lingered, but now it is sold out.
Yeah.
And, but, I mean, I don't know, can we just write up some hand-drawn tickets or something?
No.
Don't give anyone any ideas.
Okay, yeah, no, right.
It definitely sold out faster than last year,
Yeah.
which is not surprising because last year was our first year.
Yeah.
So the word, I guess, got out a bit more. And like Bree said, it was everyone responded to it very well last year. So I guess they were excited for it again, which is also a reason why we added the third night. So it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Last year we just did Friday, Saturday.
Were you nervous at all about adding the third show?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were confident, but you never know. Maybe people only want to go to 2 nights.
Yeah.
You never know.
And it's
kind
also
of a
a
risk,
lot to
but-
ask from the cast and crew.
Yeah.
It's essentially now a full week of commitment because of load-in, dress rehearsal, all that. Like, it's happening all week for
Right.
the cast and crew.
Yeah.
Even though it's only 3 nights for the audience.
Yeah.
It's a big ask of people, but
Yeah.
everyone seems pretty excited about it.
Yeah.
Heads up, I won't be there for load-in. Sorry. I will
We'll
be
talk
out,
about that
I'll be
later.
out of town for Thanksgiving. I told you this the first day we sat there.
Well,
Most of our cast is really nice and not dramatic like Jesse.
I am not dramatic. How dare you? Oh, my God.
Well, and timing wise, too. I mean, lots of, I assume, what is the cast of Boolesque, yourselves included, were involved in the Rainbow Cabaret before this. And that, like, basically had just wrapped up. And then, like, the following week or the weekend after that, you started rehearsals for Boolesque. Like, are you two feeling burnt out at all by this point?
We love glitter. But yes.
Can't get enough glitter.
Enough glitter. But there's
November will be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
have no plans for all of November.
There will not be a show in November.
All right. Fair enough. What did I want to ask? I wanted to ask something, and I can't remember what it is now.
Oh, way to go.
Well, how about we just play a scream sound effect in the meantime?
That's right.
There we go.
Said it was going to be a scream. That's right. So I mean,
that's why we had
but
that up.
less glitter in this one, a bit more blood,
True.
which I like, which I love.
A little more blood.
A little more blood.
And there's
Yeah.
there'll be a few other things flying too.
Oh my God! What else is going to be
Those
flying?
haunted house tables are gonna have. They might want to wear raincoats or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
for
good
sure.
Lord!
Are your bats all not rabid?
They are not.
We've
Okay,
had them all
perfect,
checked.
Yeah,
perfect.
Okay.
everything is
good.
checked.
Well, here's the thing. Even if they were rabid, you wouldn't have to tell anybody about it. So that's kind of how we roll. So I mean, this has been a different experience for me. I've never done burlesque before, so I mean, obviously, like a lot of experience on stage, but this is a completely different animal. This is something that's like, I'm very comfortable on stage. I'm very comfortable in front of a camera, but like this has been a new like exercise in finding vulnerability, which has been really cool.
Yeah.
But like having like such a supportive cast and crew is pretty awesome. Like if you just honestly, if you get up there and shake your butt once, everyone's like, which is really confidence inspiring.
Totally.
Because I'm not a big fan of my butt.
So Jesse has been fairly coy about all this leading up to Boolesque, about as coy as Jesse gets. But now with two of the directors in the room, how has it been on the other side working with this character over here?
It's been horrible.
No, it's been awesome. We're so excited he decided to join us. And like you were saying, like Jesse's performing with basically somebody who was a stranger to him a month ago.
Yeah.
And you will not know it when you see it on
Oh,
stage,
yeah.
which is a really cool thing to watch happen and just see how they've melded and put that piece together. So, and that happens throughout lots of different acts. People
Absolutely.
kind of show up
Yeah.
the first day and say, I need other people in my
Yeah.
act. Who can
Yeah.
help me? And, 3 strangers are stripping on stage a month later.
Do you enjoy working with new people, new additions to the cast? I mean, it's every year there's someone
Absolutely.
in a burlesque show who's making their debut.
Yeah, and
So
we really
exciting.
encourage that. Like, we really want first-time performers. We want people to like kind of step outside of their comfort zone and experience this. It's such an amazing experience, and we really want everyone to be a part of that. Like, it's really uplifting. Like Jesse said, such a confidence booster. Like, and it's scary as hell too, especially your first time.
Yeah.
And
So
it's
I
a-
guess perfect for Halloween.
And it's a small stage too. It's
Yeah.
14
is.
by 10. So
No,
like there's not a
16 by 8.
16 by 8. I was off by 2 on both.
small.
I thought it was 14 by 10. 16 by 8. So I mean it's there's not a lot of traveling going on. So you got to make your moves very, very kind of
Efficient
defined and
and-
efficient.
yeah.
Yeah. So it's been interesting. We were going over it last night. We had the space marked off at the Rainbow Coalition, and we were like, okay, we're gonna have to adjust some of the stuff that we've been doing.
Yeah.
So it's been a lot of fun, but finding the time is tough. So I mean, like this is what everybody needs to know about these burlesque shows: is that everybody in this town works 60 to 80 hours a week and then adds a show on top of it.
Yeah.
So it's incredible amount of work and dedication, and it's going to pay off. It's going to be an awesome show.
Hard work.
That was that new Greta Van Fleet thing. It's pretty good. So 17th, 18th, and 19th, we have a dress rehearsal on the 16th, but those are for, we get to give those tickets out. Right? So, but 17th, 18th, and 19th are sold out completely. But, so if somebody can't make one of those shows, should they get in touch with you guys to kind of put it out there, and then you can put it out there on the Facebook page, or should they just put it out there on their Facebook?
We encourage people to deal with it themselves.
Okay.
We're busy. We work 60 to 8 hours
That's
a week.
right.
We do have an event page, so people are welcome to post on there. It's generally pretty successful from what I've seen.
For sure.
People are always shuffling, and schedules change, and travel plans change. So you never know. It's a pretty good chance you'll get one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Boolesque 2019, completely sold out. But again, keep your eye out for people who are maybe having their plans changed and getting the tickets out there. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Of course. I mean, we kind of debated over this for a couple of weeks. Should you come in? I want to come in. I don't know. I mean, it's sold out.
I have been harassing Scott.
Well, I thought this would be nice. It's the most zero pressure radio interview in the history.
Yeah, we don't really have to sell anything.
Yeah, have to promote anything. The show's sold out.
We
You're
actually could have
fine.
just had you in to talk about like literally anything else. How do you feel about Sheer renouncing his U.S. citizenship?
Give it up, Jesse.
Sam, Bree, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Boolesque 2019, October 17th, 18th, and 19th. Keep your eye out for any tickets that may become available. It's going to be a good time. And you know what? I was promising people that they'd see my nipples, but
No
None
nipples.
no
of that.
dice. No dice.
There will be none.
Well, we're still trying to figure out the pasty situation. Speaking of Greta Van Fleet,
Just throw
here's-
some pepperoni on there.
people won't know the difference.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
This morning brought to you by Boolesque 2019, October 17th, 18th, and 19th, the top night. You can find them on Facebook or on Instagram at Boolesque X1A, and keep your eye out for tickets. It is sold out, but keep your eye out for tickets. People might be, jostling schedules and things like that, and some may become available. Also wanted to mention that this is an all bodies and all gender expression show, something that they're very proud of, and absolutely proud to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moving into some local musician news and just kick-ass news across the board. Carmen Braden named Western Canada's Composer of the Year at the Western Canadian Music Awards in Whitehorse last night. Classical Composer of the Year. Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Just released her second studio album. Selected. This is one of the cooler parts. It's selected from a short list of 5, which is how usually awards go. But 2 of the people on that list were her former teachers.
Yeah.
So that's very cool.
Yeah.
So the student has become the master. And I hope she just pushed it in their face. It was like, booyah. No, I'm just joking.
I'm sure she did.
I'm sure she did. She's kind of like that. She's very, she's very, very boisterous.
If there's anything we know about Carmen,
She's a braggart.
Not an ounce of humility.
That's right. Congratulations so much, Carmen. We love you here at Cabin Radio. And, of course, you can hear her music every time the news comes on. We love it. We love you. Congratulations. So amazing. She was quoted as saying in our story there that awards are tricky things. Doesn't change the work I've done or that I'm going to do. And I love that.
And it's so true. I mean, with music, it's, like any other art, it's completely subjective. It's really hard to say what is better than something else. But regardless, I mean, it's always got to be an honor to be recognized by your peers like this. So congratulations, Carmen. We're super happy for you. That's so awesome. And can't wait to have you on the morning show again.
Absolutely. I suppose we'll have to pay a little bit more for the music this time.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you just compose something for us again right now? Just go ahead. Go for it. Yeah.
Before she gets too popular.
That's right. She says the next project obviously is another album and working on new sounds and new instruments. Might I throw out a suggestion? The theremin. Get it in there. Get it in there.
What is that?
What's a theremin?
Yeah.
It's a really good question. Just like the word. I believe the theremin is the one that uses. You know what? I'm going to look it up right now.
I imagine some kind of.
I think I know what it is. I just want to make sure I do know what it is.
Instrument.
It's the electronic one. So it's a musical instrument controlled without physical contact by the thereminist. It's named after the inventor Leon Theremin, who patented the device in 1928. So it's basically like it's an electronic instrument that you kind of wave your hand.
Oh,
in the
that
middle
thing!
Of. It's almost like an air harp or something,
like a ghost.
Yeah,
keyboard.
Yeah, ghost harp.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cool.
That'd
So
be
get
really
that
cool.
in there. Get that there. Put it in the ice. and then muddle around with it.
I'm sure it'll sound cool.
Yeah, it's going to sound cool. Theremins sound really cool. All right. Carmen, you're awesome. We love you here, and congratulations once again. And congratulations to your partner, Eli Purchase, who released his album a couple weeks ago as well.
Absolutely.
It's a musical family. Very talented family.
Killing it up here in the north.
That's right. I think that's going to do it for the show this morning. Please keep an eye out
for the weekend.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, it's the weekend. It's Friday already. It's weird. I don't like it.
Well, usually you're a day ahead, so
I am.
you're already well into your Saturday.
Good, yeah, I am. I'm wearing sweatpants, so I think it is Saturday. So we'll have yourselves a mighty fine weekend. We will talk to you on Monday. So have yourselves a good one. Mornings at the Cabin, done for another day. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening. Check out more from the show at cabinradio.ca and by following the Mornings at the Cabin Facebook page.